Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. This time working in a 1995 GMC let me see, W4500. This is actually an Isuzu NPR or NPR, sorry. I always mix the Spanish sometimes. But it is the same engine and the same cluster for that vehicle, Isuzu NPR. It's a 3.9 liter diesel. And what I have here is the instrument cluster, Healer Farms from Oregon. They send this and says, I have no speedometer on the instrument cluster, have continuity from the signal wire from a speedometer, speed sensor to speedometer, have continuity from a speedometer to the TCM because this has an in and out, and I'm going to show you in a second. Have voltage from a speed sensor to a speedometer. All right, so yes, they did their homework, and yes, definitely the cluster was damaged. So I have the cluster open up and clean. This is a completely different cluster than what they sent to me. I'm going to show you the folder that I created for them, which I have to do a lot of homework because it's very old vehicle. No wire diagrams, nothing like that you can actually find for this unless you really search for them. All right, so this is all the information, which I have some of the diagrams. I decode from NHTSA being decoded, and as you can see, it says 1995 GMC incomplete vehicle. So this is GMC rebranded. Is actually, as you can see, Isuzu Motors Limited Japan manufacturer. So this is like I said, a Isuzu NPR. But yeah, I look everywhere. I couldn't find many diagrams. I did have some manuals and some ECM. The ECM I was able to find the diagrams in here, but they're like you see a page black and white. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just work on the cluster. So let me show you what I got here from them. So this is the cluster that they send. This is the paper, the same paper that I was reading to you. So right here, as you can see, the information, no speedometer, 3.9 Isuzu diesel. But what I want you to see is, I mean, wow, this was just like almost, it looks like this came out of a trash or a junkyard car that was there for a very long time. Because how can you even see something like this, on a car? Definitely, super dirty, and you know me, I cannot work and things like that. So I took the time and I cleaned the board and everything before the repairs. So get something clean and back to the customer, and also to work myself on, right? So that's what I have here. Let me just show you the back of the instrument cluster. So this is the back of the instrument cluster, where you see this, some things are in English and some are in Japanese. I was able to find, or translate that, because on the iPhones with the iPhone Translate, you can translate images. So I was able to find out which one is the out. The 4P out is for the transmission, and the A pulse is the actual signal that this needs to move the speedometer. Ignition and ground, that was in English, so that's not a problem, but that's exactly what I'm providing right now. What else do we have? Oh, let me just show you another picture of, like, you can see how this has been in there for 30 years, so maybe it has never been removed or cleaned, and it's amazing that they can still work. That's the part number, very specific for this instrument cluster. And I think that's it. There is not really much. I have it another picture that I took after, now the repairs, and everything is nice and clean and ready for the test to be done. So not really much I can show here. I took everything apart, reconditioned and refurbished the stepper motors and replace the bed components, capacitors, diodes, fix the pads that were damaged, and so on, right? So what I want to see and show to them and to you is now a speedometer working. Let me get you closer. Perfect. I already checked temperature gauge and fuel gauge, which is not their concern. I just did it myself. I replaced all the bolts and checked, make sure they all light up and they're working 100%. So I'm just going to focus this time into the actual concern, which is the no speedometer. All right, so let me turn this on. And as you see, we have already a speed. So I'm using my simulator here to, change the speed. All I'm using is a square, on and off. Like that, I can change depends on the frequency. I can go down to, I think as low as I think it's 10 miles an hour. No, 14 miles an hour. 14 hertz is 14 miles an hour of my frequency, right? So I'm going to put them in 20 hertz. I mean 21. So it's not really like you see perfectly matching, and that drop you see there is because of the signal I provided. I use it for older vehicles, and it has a notch on it. But yeah, it's working good. It's a 50% duty cycle frequency waveform on and off, and I can just change the frequency, right? So pretty simple. I got, like I said, all I provide to this cluster on the back is power and ground, and that signal, which I can show you the signal. Let me just actually put them in the screen. Give me just 1 second. And this is very specific for GM cluster, so I'm going to move you over to this view 1 second. So that is the signal. Like I said, I'm actually connected into channel 4 on my simulator. As you can see, it's on and off. I have 121 spaces. So like in this screen, we got 46. If I go to the next page, now that's page 2. Page 3, so as you can see where it ends, it has a notch. You see right here when I'm moving that little arrow, it has a notch, and it's okay. It doesn't really matter for me because I have that for older vehicles, and I'm not going to change it. But it's not really a problem. As you see, it's reading, and that's all I really care, is to make sure that I can show you and the customer that now I can move that cluster. It wasn't working at all, and now it's the needle completely refurbished. All the stepper motors again, because these are really different stepper motors. I can show you. Let me just show you one. Just to give you some pins on those. That is the temperature gauge, a temperature gauge is a stepper motor. And as you can see, they're enclosed into a metal shell and has all the windings and everything in there. So, yep, I can refurbish them. It's the same as GM. Some of the old GM instrument cluster uses this type or this style of stepper motors. Not that they're the same, they look close to it. So I felt very familiar, and I did the repair. All right, guys, I think that's it, right? So not really much to show. I'm doing this video mostly to show you that I can work on these instrument clusters, and also to show the customer that the instrument cluster is now fully functional. All right, thank you so much. If you're visiting the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to put my website on the title of this video. You can copy and paste it and find my website, which is, all my information in there, telephone, email, shipping address. If you have, again, a computer, instrument cluster, marine or automotive, I'm your best company, your best call. There is no other company in the world that provides the service that I do as far as transparency and showing you the before and after. Like in this case, it wasn't even working, and I didn't even record that because you saw how dirty that was. And so I let me take this apart and see what I find, because I wasn't having my hopes too high, but it was repairable. All right. Well, guys, see you next time. Bye-bye.